This is Yuji. I'm presenting this mobile app called Ophelia. It's a smart home solution mobile app. And about me, so I'm originated from Beijing and lives in San Francisco. I'm a multimedia student here at AAU. And the proposal aspect of this mobile app, Ophelia, Uh, the app serves as a home automation hub. It allows user to program interactions among home application and devices in order to create their ideal home environment and accommodate individual needs. So the Ophelia app is just the app, and without the requirement of gadgets such as Google Home speaker, and in order to reduce costs and increase portabilities. And so inspirational project include the Gatebox, which is a projection tube within which a character is projected who can partake in conversations and serves as a home automation hub. And Siri is we're very familiar with the voice control assistant. And the rationale of the project, how is this unique? So Ophelia app, it doesn't only serve as a home automation hub. It allows user to program interaction among home appliance and devices. Um, and the fact that it does not require additional speaker gadgets reduce cost. And how does it help me? It gives me an opportunity to learn the front and back end of mobile app design, and also like it's a good experience to study the UX and UI front end part of the design process. And unique positioning statement. So target end user is like group of people who's passionate about improving their life via smartphone or smart home technology, and household that have a number of smart devices installed. Compelling reason to use. So home appliance in household are usually not connected with each others, and so they act solely to their own programming. But Ophelia connects them among each others, and so let users set interactions between them. Um, and my key competitor would be Google Home and likes of Amazon Echo. And here I got the consultant expert, so subject expert Fei Li. Like her Stanford University professor who gave her speech at TED Talk, and she talked about how we're teaching computer to understand pictures, and to basically she like tells you like how to train AI to see like human. And the technical expert, Fang, is my aunt. She's a senior software engineer who can probably help me with the backend part of the project. For the competitors, Google Home and Amazon Echo, like I said before. And so Google Home speaker enable user to speak a voice command to interact with service through their intelligent personal assistant called Google Assistant. So basically, like these devices are nice because they are convenient. You don't need to have your phone around in your house, and what I mean is you don't need to carry it around in your house. But the drawback is that you might want to install more than one in different rooms, but which can be costly. Um, Competitors analysis, and you can see like Google Home, Amazon Echo, Gaybox, and my Ophelia app, and so they all have voice control. They all have personal assistant. They all serve as home automation hub, and Gatebox has that cute characters as a visual representation, which I found like the Western audience doesn't really care about. And additional speaker device, my product doesn't have it, like stated before. Remote access through mobile app. Through my research, Google Home doesn't have it yet, and offers customized options through voice control. My product would deliver that, and programmable, customized interaction between devices. That's the key of my key feature of my product. So the key technology, Wi-Fi controlled smart outlet is basically a outlet that turns every devices or home appliance into a smart device. So this product is very affordable. You can buy it everywhere for like $15, and it's great because it makes pretty much all the electronic device into a smart product that is compatible with my app. And voice recognition and cloud storage are also included in my app. Master replica configuration is a model of communication where one device or process has uh, unidirectional control over one or more other devices. So, like, I will demonstrate in this diagram really quickly. So, different users can log into Ophelia app, and in there, user can set up a key device, which serves as a master device or a master. And so the event that the master device um, does triggers the replica events on the replica devices. Like I will give like more like real examples like in the future slides, but you can roughly see here like how one element of the setup would affect different other elements, and all the data like transferred or uploaded to cloud, which user can have access to through multiple platforms. And going on about market research, according to Xeon Market Research market data, global smart home market size was valued at 24 billion in 2016 and expected to reach 53.45 billion by 2022, with 14.5 annual increase in 2022. And this diagram also demonstrate that. And target audience primary would be urban young adult with passion of experiencing new technology, and they are aged from 18 to 33, college level of education. And secondary audience would be homeowners who look to take their smart home to another level of intelligence. Um, Age range from 40 to 55. So I'll start. My persona was actually a secondary a persona, and a Quevedo, a 50-year-old male from Europe, and he's a filmmaker and loves music and watch movies. And so for his story, or the task flow number one in later slides, so he would watch films like at night, but he found it quite annoying to dim the living room light every time he start to watch his movies. So he wished there's an app out there to connect the light bulb and the TV set to basically make the light dim itself automatically when he watched TV. So the second, so this persona is actually the main target audience, Adriana, 24-year-old tech worker, and she basically had challenge of basically getting up and get going in the morning due to like highly stressful life, and so she wishes whenever her morning alarm clock start to ring, her coffee maker starts to brew her favorite coffee, and at the same time the smart bulb in the bathroom turns on. So to just everything's ready when she's ready. And the third persona, Sylvia, um, my friend, she's an art student in academy, and her biggest complaint is um, pretty much like her bedroom becomes really cold when she arrives home, and she wished to remote control her AC and to raise the room temperature away from home, and also turns on ventilation to help out with her cat allergy. So when she comes back, everything's ready for her. And I did the card sort through testing, and I organized different features for the app into these categories. Basically, helps me to design my interface. And the storyboard focuses on the second uh, Adriana story about the morning situation. Pretty much when her morning alarm buzzes and the coffee maker in the kitchen start to brew, and the smart bulb in the bathroom lights turns on. Proof of concept. So the first proof of concept, the task one, excuse me, connecting new device. So the first task is to connect new devices and register them into the app, and also arrange them into their correspondent groups to help you with later configurations. So the user will sign in and click on device manager, add new device, and to add through Wi-Fi connection, search device and um, select what's being found. In this case, smart TV and smart bulb. Hit confirm, and you get this message letting you know that these devices has been added, and you can assign them to different groups here. And in this case, both devices goes to the group of the living room, and we can hit after it's done, hit home, and we get this badge and letting you know that new devices has been added. Task number two: add new device interaction. So this is our like key feature for the app, which is and I'll the previous diagram about that master replica configuration starts work in this step. So basically, the user would sign into the app and create a new morning drill, a morning drill interaction, and to basically create a new alarm clock that serves as a master event, and that master event eventually triggers the replica events which is the coffee maker start to brew, and the bathroom light turns on. So I'll walk you over this really briefly, like sign in, device interaction, add new interaction, and so you can add new interaction from scratch or add new based on existing interaction, which save you a lot of time. And so right now we're gonna add from scratch, and you can see here we have like 6 steps, and right now is step 1 of 6. And down here you can see the progress bar, and whenever you're done with one step, hit next to advance. So in these steps, we named a new interaction called morning drill, and hit next. And in this step two, basically we need to choose a master. It is either a master app or a master device. Um, and the importance of this is that this is where you choose the device and event that would trigger the replica device. So in this case, we choose alarm clock, and it is an app on my phone. So you would select it from the app section, and pretty much this the next few pages are the same steps as you set up alarm on your iPhone. And in this case, I'm choosing like Monday through Friday, and to make it repeat, and hit next. So and now step 3 out of 6, we're now selecting master trigger event. Um, Excuse me, like this is still the previous step, but now we're giving it a name of morning alarm or alarm morning. And now step 4, hit next. And step 4, we're selecting replica, which can also be an app or a physical device. And in this case, our replicas are our coffee maker and the smart bulb in the bathroom. So we hit these two buttons, and step 5, we're now setting replica events. So basically, like what this replica device do after being triggered by the master event. So in this case, we're making the coffee maker brew Americano, in particular. Hit next, and we will set up. We will select bathroom, smart bulb, and use this interface to turn it on and set brightness and tint. Hit next. And finally, step 6, we have a summary of what we have done. Pretty much this is the overview of the new interaction we just created. And we can see that the master app is the alarm, and the master event is the morning alarm or alarm morning, which is that 8 a.m. alarm. And so that triggers 2 replica events, and which is coffee maker and to make it brew, and smart bulb, bathroom smart bulb to switch on. And you can edit these individual events on this page and hit next. And finally, the message tells you that the new interaction is added, and the activity badge shows that confirms it has been added. So lastly, we are doing a remote access away from home to basically raise the room temperature. And so again, sign in and device manager, choose remote access option and select bedroom because we're dealing with bedroom in this case, and choose thermostats, and we will see the thermostats configurations on this page, and we're making changes to basically raise the room temperatures of 50 to 65, and we hit the confirm button, and the changes are now being made. And through paper prototype test, I found out different things. Among them, like I added I added the secondary menu like down here to make it easier to for users to access key features. And also, I learned that um, the so for my alarm configuration, I was the design was lacking of options, so I added more options. And also for the smart bulb configuration, I added more options for user to choose from. And and also I changed some terminologies in the setup process to basically make the steps easier to follow, and I added more descriptive text in each steps to just for users to read and help themselves. And now we have in next slide the mood boards that I found. Typography, logo design, a scoop. Ideally, it would be a fully functional cross-platform application, both on desktop and mobile devices. Realistically, I will start with the UI UX of the design and the promotional, including the promotional websites, and eventually, hopefully, to create a full app if resources allow. And lastly, is the technology used. Like I found the Bootstrap is pretty robust because it straight away it offers you the ability to cross platform, and also it's pretty reliable and easy to learn. And so for backend, D3JS, PHP for data management, and speech recognition, cloud computing will also be needed. Um, that's pretty much for the presentation. Thank you very much for listening, and happy holidays, and thank you for the semester.